Good morning from Australia. On behalf of the INC Board of Trustees and the Executive Committee, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the first INC online conference. With over 1,200 participants registered from over 77 countries and still counting, I am confident that you will be as proud as I am of what Goretti and her team have engineered and will produce for you. I hope all of you enjoy not only the different sessions, but the whole online conference experience.
Hello everybody, and again, welcome to the first INC online conference. As Michael said, we are extremely grateful to virtually unite everyone together during these unprecedented times. Before we get started on the details, I would also like to express my sincere gratitude to everyone who has made this event the success that it is.
As the year went along, we discovered that certain elements of our business actually increased as consumers' in-home consumption patterns changed. And we certainly in some ways benefited from that.
Shipments showed a very positive momentum to some export markets. As we've seen, the US was up over 7%. Destinations as in India, the UAE, North Africa, Israel all showed really robust shipments.
I guess I would make the point that there's going to be an adequate supply of pecans today, this year, and going forward.
We hope and feel that even if demand grows meaningfully in the next year or so, that supplies will be adequate.
Overall, the world supply of prunes is going to be in balance.
Such as fried food or processed meat, were associated with increased body weights, but others, such as fruit and vegetables and nuts, were actually associated with decreased body weight.
The change that I would like to see geopolitically to the future, it will be a world which the multilateral organization will continue to be the important players.
Also, we are really focused on the reduction of water, so focus on sustainability, and this is really well appreciated for all the clients in Europe.
Kernel yield in Turkey is going up. We are not able to increase our volumes and acreage anyway, but Turkey is targeting for higher productivity.
The first one is kernel as ingredient. It's used in pastry, ice cream, chocolate. Second one is kernel as a snack. And we think that this is a good area to grow.
And what we need is to improve the quantity we produce and be able to supply the market with the right quality, just to fulfill all the demands we expect to have in following years.
If we look at it all, the world crop was 2% lower than previous year, but the product available for export is in fact 1% higher.
Farmers don't see themselves as being part of the challenge. They all see themselves as being part of the solution. And that is the type of world that we need to also create, the opportunities for them and the opportunities for the businesses all along these value chains.
Any crisis presents both challenges and opportunity. And for those of you that don't speak Chinese, this is the Chinese characters for crisis, which represent problem and opportunity.
Based on the areas that are planted already, with those trees coming to maturity, and with the expected new continued crops going into the ground, we believe that by the early 2030s, the world crop will be about 3 times bigger than it is in 2020.
Online sales, anybody who's been in online, they say that I think sales are up by 10 times in some cases. It's significantly up.
Please note that within the ever increased domestic demand, nearly 2 out of 3 in shell pilots will be used for the snackies and be consumed within the domestic market. Only 1 out of 3 will use for exportation to US, EU, and other countries.
You can then see the rest of Australia's done pretty well. And in the last couple of weeks, you can see this massive rebound in activity in 20% of the economy. So that's sort of going to mean that the December quarter is going to be good as well.
Well, first of all, we have many ambassadors and influencers, whether that's celebrity chefs, like on the on the left-hand side, our nutritionists, and one of our influencers there from Italy on the right-hand side.
One is the Country Plus Industry, is a program called Food from Chile. That is the logo. And the second one is an industry with one is from Chile.
But the purpose of this meeting is to pull together researchers from around the world and have them come to some sort of consensus on the state of the science on nuts and health, nuts and diabetes, weight loss, etc.
Is, do we understand that we are in a revolution? We have a transforming world. We have things accelerating very, very fast. We have all the old doctrines dead. Do we get it? Do we understand that? And the sad answer that we don't.
To all our speakers, sponsors and exhibitors, and attendees, I wanted to close the INC online conference by thanking all of you for making this what has been a fabulous 3 days.
As chairman of the INC, and on behalf of the INC Board of Trustees and the Executive Committee, it is my pleasure to close the first online INC conference. Keep well and see you again soon. Thank you.